In the finals, we have Ezad taking on Optimus Prime. Optimus making his way through two relatively newer players before defeating Ungus in a very good semi-finals. Ezad defeating Yucati in the semi-finals, previously taking out Kevin, I believe? No, Kevin lost to Ungus. Ezad defeated Conqueror on his way to the finals, so both players have taken out some decent players of high caliber and have, more importantly, got more match experience and more awareness of how this game mode plays. So I'm very excited to see what we see in the finals. See, Optimus Prime spawns to the southeast map in the colour red, playing as the Ottoman civilization, decides to bring back his second town centre to a slightly defensive position, has to be said. Ezad playing as the Spanish, dropping his starting town centre wagon right in the middle of the map, but his starting town centre is spawned into the northwestern map in the colour blue. We've seen some Spain players before. An idea was Logistician, but I think traditional Spain players can be very strong. Ottomans are an absolutely insane civ in this game mode, but if any civ can defeat the Ottomans, I have faith it will be the Spanish. They are, for me, they are the definition of what an S-tier civ are, and it's going to be good. Potential Logistician ideas here with House of Trastamara as well. I think this is where I can see the synergy of this deck coming in. So I'm expecting to see something like maybe 3 settlers into 300 wood on the Logistician age up to try and get some decent return on that card. Drop down multiple trading posts and shipment spam. He's going straight for early capitalism as well. So maybe have to time in his 300 wood on the age up there, which is good because the amount of times I've seen Spain being played and the amount of times players have been floating shipments in the first stage, not knowing what to do with them. I like this decisiveness that Ezad's doing. And a really early 3-vil capitalism. By the time Ezad wants to click up to the Fortress Age, this card must have generated about 500 gold by then. Easy. It's going to pay off really, really well for him. Down to the southern side, 100 food, has a dog nearby, and has a bear as well. With a 3 times multiplier, so this Outlaw Rifleman is going to go down very, very quickly. Market Mosque starts. No houses needed here for Optimus Prime. Aging up with 14 villager population. Chopping to get a trading post though. Hasn't gone for an opening TP, which is somewhat curious, but I have a feeling he's gone for Mosque, Market. He's gone for hunting dogs, so that's already 300, but I assume he spent a little bit of wood there getting his first couple of town centre villager production cards or text. Maybe the first one. Can't imagine the second one this early would be that beneficial or that payoff. But he's going for the trading post in transition. Ezad about to clicks up on 20 population, going for the Logistician there on the 900 food age up, going for the Logistician. I think if you send a card, is it on the I or the O? It's either one of the two. It's like 66% of the way. You can send that in and then get that card ready to go on the age up. Love this. Spanish Explorer moving forward to take the forward trading post when he can. Leave himself the availability to move back and take defensive TP at some point. He's still on that kind of treasure gathering stage because he's kind of having to wait for that TP, but it might. Optimus may sneak in there with the 400 wood. Age up the governor. With this extra economy, you don't need to age up with the governor age up. You can age up the quartermaster instead, which is done. Straight into 700 gold. The Otto Botto FF is happening once again. You can saying, why do they both have 2 TCs? Because we are playing the 2 Town Centre Cup when players start the game with 2 town centres. It's a custom game mode, or it's not really a game mode, it's standard supremacy, but the map spawns you with an extra town centre. Just adds a little extra dimension to the game and tests players in a different way, different build orders, different things to consider. And balance tier lists of 1v1 supremacy kind of go out the window just a little bit in this game mode. Spanky saying he's got pardon my manners. Spanky saying she's got some hype for Ezad. Don't we all? Don't we all have hype for Ezad? So I'm curious. Ezad, okay, not about it in. Would about a hit. The timing on this can be very, very nice. But he's not going for a second TP, it seems. The wood's in. How's he going to spend this? Is he just going to go 3 TP, just take him? Where's Optimus? Is he actually going for another train post? He might actually. He does have wood being sent on the way, so it might be something to be interesting. Ezad must have known as a TP here. I don't think he could really expect to take this on himself. House going down. Steel traps. Place some mines on that wood. It looks like he's chopping to 200. Ranks drop down mid-map. Is this going to be like 5 pikes? Okay, he's opening up with musketeers. Maybe it's just extra spare housing population. But any shipment here will give him an extra bit of wood. So I'm very curious to see what we're doing over here. And what is the plan. So it's going to take a long time for him to siege that down with just the Explorer. Furrier comes in. These guys are pretty strong now on the food gathering. Hunting dog, steel traps, Furrier. In your current age, okay, yeah. So you can ship House of Trasmata just before you age up in the second age, and it counts all the shipments you've sent so far. So he's sent 1, 2, 3. This will be his 4th one. So that's going to be about minus 400 res on the age up and about 20 seconds faster. It's not super significant at the moment for it to be a game-breaking card, but yeah, this card was essentially designed, it seems, to play in with a logistician build. I think the devs have realised that logistician has fallen out of favour drastically, and instead of buffing up the resource count, which could be making their H2 kind of rushing capabilities or just H2 masses just a little bit too strong, I think they've dialed that one back, but given themselves Spain a fast H option if enough cards have been sent. I think after sometimes 14 cards, or it might just be 10 cards, but the age up comes super cheap and super fast. So if you send any more cards, it kind of cycles around and has like a kind of an integer overflow and goes back to being full price and full time to take. It's quite funny in that situation. 5 Jans come out. The age up has been completed. 4 Hussars was the age up of choice. Moving to the northern side to get some raiding into the Spanish player's base. 5 Musks going down to the southern side. 5 dogs being trained now. Exchange here over the trading post. H3 Explorer in melee. A couple of Jans facing the Musk, but they're hitting the dogs. And these guys are so strong. 18 attack in the second age. Waiting to see them in the third age, but for 75 food units, they're incredible. A couple more Musks coming from the barracks, and these Jans just need to run out of there, and actually we'll pull them back to the town centre, it seems. May go for a sneaky trade here. Ezad's keeping those dogs away, and maybe they're in a control group, but these Musks are going down. It shouldn't be. Raiding base. Possibly a couple of villas have gone down, maybe 1 or 2, but I think Ezad's on the board here, and Optimus is getting out of there where he can. Musks, though, have been a big loss there for Ezad. I don't think he would want that to happen. The age up has come in. He has sent in House of Trasmata. I missed how much that cost him, but he's aging up a little bit faster. He is aging up with the bishop though, so he's going to go for the town centre on the age up. Versus Ottoman. Go on the town centre on the age up. Maybe. I guess. I think he's hoping that Optimus isn't really pushing out with decent tempo, and actually has gone for. Yeah, I want to say he went 1k wood for card number 1. He himself is dropping down the 3rd town centre. Probably using that wood as well just to get the final text. Going to get a 4 batch of Jans and then use the remaining wood to get some vet text. He hasn't got the gold as well. Just a difference on the Ottoman FF build. I think the Ottoman FF could have done a really strong job versus this Spain Lord's Edition, because I don't feel this Spain Lord's Edition how the build's gone and how the, let's say, Musk has been trained in transition, how it's kind of worked out here for the Spanish player. I feel that he hasn't got the same momentum as he would have through a kind of more of a standard traditional play. Town centre being sent to home. Going to drop it over on his double hunt gold mine trees. It looks like a good place for it. Yeah, right on top of that gold mine. But he's going to lose his mid-map town centre. Minutemen is being called, but with just 5 Musks to help, dogs coming in, it's not really an effective use of Minutemen. It may kill off 2 Jans with the Minutemen. So I suppose it does pay off, but the Falcons are going to do some good damage here. 2 Falcons of Spain himself are being sent. Can he actually hold on to this town centre before the 2 Falcons come in? You know what? I think he can. Optimus is just backing off. He's just waiting for more shipments. And to be fair, I think Optimus had so much food that he may be waiting for 5 Spahis. That could be quite an interesting card. Oh, you can just see the Falcons got to pop out and unpack. Oh, and these Falcons just essentially fight at the wrong time as well. They could have got a nice volley on the Falcons, but he does manage to take the town centre down. These Falcons are rolling in, they did take the shot, they had to reload, and that's a free pickup there for Ezad. Optimus is going on to the offensive versus the Musketeers, and that's a 2-0 trade. A couple Jans going to melee to try and get this picked off, but he might pick off 1, but he's not going to pick off 2. Ezad kind of has to back off at this moment in time and rethink his opportunities. Yeah, just pick off 1. Closer than I thought it would be, actually. But he needs to run away now. This is not a trade he's taken. This is not a good trade to take. Run, Optimus, run! What's going on? One of those Hussars ever made it back into the Spanish player's base. I got Dog over here chilling. A couple of Vills out on the map. And, yeah, that Falconet trade went really, really well for Ezad then, it seemed. Optimus' point of view, now sending 5 Spahis, but the Falcons are gone. The Jan mass is gone as well, so once the Spahis connect, there's nothing really to kind of latch onto. Huge raiding opportunities down to the south side of the map. I think we've got we've got a native scout here to kind of protect that as well. Oh, nice little play. If that native scout there wasn't there, this would be so risky. Okay, he's dropping down a house there for extra line of sight, so I feel a little bit easier. Or a little bit more at ease, shall I say. That's probably the more correct terminology there. Villagers are trained pretty fast though, so it seems that he has got all the wood training upgrades there from the mosque. 46 villagers for the Spanish player, 41 for the Ottoman player. Spain getting into 5 Lancers, Musk Lancer. That's a composition you don't often see, Musk Lancer. No, no, Musk Rod, Skirm Lancer, Skirm Rod Lancer. Spanish Musketeers are just not often used, but he does have 1 Falcon to protect, and Lancers will do very well versus, well, Jan Abus really. Janissary is a god-awful versus cavalry in melee. Very low attack. Or, so say, maybe decent melee attack, but low multipliers versus cavalry. Only have 2 multipliers versus cav. It's not really enough to deal with cavalry, especially if they're anti-infantry cavalry like the Lancers, who do 60 damage back. So that's a rare case where cavalry does more damage than a musketeer. Ezad has got 1,000 gold. No Highlanders in deck. I was almost thinking he's saving it there for a mercenary shipment. Spy is being scouted. We'll pick off 5 musketeers there. Janissaries to reinforce. That's an exchange, but the villagers now are aware that there's super raiders out on the map. Cav combat coming in for the Spanish player, so these Lancers are going to get HP and attack. Obviously that attack will get scaled by the infantry multiplier as well, so they're super strong now versus infantry. 1 Falconet going a bit forward here. Spy possibly can go in for the snipe. He's going to pull back. 15 HP. Is he going to go in with the spies to snare it? Oh, you can't take a fight in the forest. You've got to wait. But that's giving more time for Spain to remass. I'm kind of thinking Optimus has got a massive shipment on the way, but he sent Jan combat. And he's not actually training any units behind. Artillery Foundry coming down. Maybe he should have gone in there. Maybe he's actually just missing his prime time. Does have 1 Spahis moving up to the side. Maybe go for a little bit of a raid. Ezad's going to see right into this. Look at that line of sight. Sees that Spahis moving. But will he react to it ahead of time? Might not have noticed it. He might be focusing on eco, macro. It's going to come out of the darkness. 3, 2, 1. Spy is going to get right onto his vills. Or actually, well, maybe Optimus hasn't seen it. Where on earth is he going? Oh, well, he does see it. The other spies will come over, but that's oof, big oof. Don't often expect goons here from Spain, so that might catch Optimus off by surprise a little bit. But I think he may push his Janissaries down here. He does reinforcing his entire army down to the south to protect his villagers as well. I think that's where Optimus will meet him. Opti got 2 Colves. 2 Colves for a 77 HP Falk, but I think he just wants to deal with all the Falconets and then play afterwards. He's now calling in 1,000 gold, so he may want to go for like 5 Falk as well. Or maybe not 5, but you know what I mean. Invest into Falconets. Does actually see the army coming in. He sees what he's dealing with. He knows, okay, he knows the kind of the artillery there for Spain isn't what he thought it would be. Might land into Falconets actually. Jan's moving forward. Oh, it just feels like there's just way too much Spanish stuff here. No Spain skirmishes as well. You feel like a couple of skirms here would start to put some good damage on the Janissaries. In terms of Musketeers, these Janissaries just dominate versus the thing. Actually, Musketeers actually shooting onto the... How's that Falconet dodged all the... Oh, he's going melee. Oh, Caballeros is coming as well for Ezad. These guys are super strong. That there is 92 attack versus a Janissary. So that's going to be a 4-hit kill, I think, with the going past their melee. And with all the goons with cavalry combat behind and Musketeers attacking, Falk's not really putting much damage on the Musketeers. You just don't want Janissaries to deal versus cav combat. And the spies went in the fight. They're raiding. He could get like a holy raid on these villas, but at the end of the day, he's just lost his Janissary mass. He's got no cav archers behind, no Apis guns. It's just doesn't quite work. Oh, here is the holy raid, but actually Ezad's quickish reaction. Great coats as well. Splash damage here from the spy is not really killing any one villager. Overall, it's gone quite well there for the Spanish player. Some flanking lancers from the backside, and it's going to dive in, and they're going to just destroy everything. Oh, there's 3 Falcons. There's lancers nearby. There's enough goons as well. It's now mainly cavalry here instead of infantry, and this is just hasn't gone well. The magician can pull comebacks out, but I'm not too sure. I'm just going to come back from this. Batch of Jans, Musketeers reinforcing behind. 6 Abus guns are being called from behind. 65 vills here from Opti. He does have the eco. Ezad's also at 65. Ranged cavalry Caracol being researched. Oh, he's got 17 goons. He's got 10 of them chasing these spies. Spies coming back down to these villagers. He's not finished with those pesky ones. But it's 138 pop to 100 pop, and there's lancers again on top of the Abus guns that they're not gonna survive, and off they go. Minutemen being called just to block. Actually doing a good job blocking, but see how many, yeah, just two shots on Abus gun. So much damage on those units. Villagers do go mainly down, but the Dragoons are here to reinforce. I suppose with the town centre firing enough of these units, I suppose he has won this. Okay, now he's losing the spies. That's less than ideal, but it's actually starting to overturn this position. He must be out of hunts though. Must be out of natural resources. Where does he gather his food? So he got 18 villas chilling out in the town centres and that. A little bit of food at the top. So Spain's been eating all of his side hunts. He's got a massive hunt in the back of his base. Where does Optimus Prime go from here? Goon flank topside. Couple of vills peacefully hunting, but these are gold miner vills are in trouble. And the thing is, Ezad knows exactly where to look because he knows his villagers on this mine. He knows his in-base mine's gone. He knows exactly where to go. One Dragoon here to snare. It's just so smart, this play from Ezad. He knows exactly what he's doing. And actually, Optimus realises that he can't save all of them, so he's going to get a group to die and get the remainder out. So, good play from both players there. Reacting well to each other's plays. Scores are remarkably even for this point of position in the game, and it's kind of incredible. 10 Abus guns though, and a lot of Jans. Jan should trade pretty well versus the goons. Not enough lances here to deal with this mass, and Ezad has to run from it. Vils have to get away from this that hunt. Ezad going to move in to pick off one or two, but actually staying for a second. That's not the move he wants, and he will pay for it with another lancer. It's going to be time for Mills, I think. Look at all these choppers. Do you have Kree and Comanche? No Cheyenne options here. That one Spy just been an absolute nuisance, just trying to move around and raid as much as he can. Optimus showing off his team APM raiding abilities. What if Optimus saw all those gold mines in the middle? I don't think he did. Oh, that's another raid on his gold mines. That's that's not what he wants to see. And just, I reckon Ezad just stumbled upon that accidentally. I don't think he planned for that. That's a nice raid. Three going down there. He could have gone for more. There's the fourth likely to go down. Oh, somehow survives. And Optimus is moving down just to kind of secure this location. What is Spain up to? Is he still training units? Okay, he's got Kree CB, he's got missionaries. Oh, he's got Unction. He's got Unction, and he's ready for an Unction fight. Dragoons under Unction, pretty scary up to now. 36 ranged attack, probably going to buff it to even maybe into the low 40s. Spanish Lancer flank. Oh, he's trying to cash Amos guns. This is so smart. Jan's can't be in two places at once. Flank one side of the Lancers. Okay, he's gone a bit too deep there. That's a great surface area from the Jans. They will tear them down, but more Lancers. Unction boosted 100 attack. Against all these units is just so much attack. Especially with the Skirm Goon reinforcements behind. These mad lads and the donkeys are moving in. They're kind of like headbutting the villagers. I don't know what they're up to, but they're getting involved. And the Janissary mass is crumbling. And it only takes 2 Lancers just to clean the remaining Abus guns. And you see they're having to run. Micro into the end. You see he's trying to micro to the end, but that's not going to help. Gold again denied on the southern gold mine. Festival of Goodyear Spirits coming in here from Spain. Well, 72 villager eco. That's going to be a huge, huge boost to eco. 20% on all resources. What if he's got amalgamation? No, he hasn't. It still has enough gold mines for amalgamation to work. Plantation coming down here for Optimus. That's so expensive. So expensive from his point of view. There's one rogue gold mine up here. I don't think either player's really scouted it. Okay, Optimus has. Ezad hasn't. Again, he doesn't actually need to go up there. He's got a gold mine in the middle and gold mine on his third town centre. 5 Hussar card coming in. Never actually went there for Cav Combat or an Artillery HP. I guess next card here is probably going to be the Cav Combat or the Eco Theory, one of the two. Feels like Optimus is kind of... You don't want to be sat back when your opponent has map and hunts, and he's got Eco Theory, he's got Furry, he's got Capitalism. Hasn't quite got Eco Theory just yet, but if he sends Eco Theory, well, he's got always benefits and an extra crate bonus as well. Oh, it's 14 Lancers. That's definitely GG. That's so much cavalry for Optimus to deal with. And again, just seen Janissaries and they don't cut it. He hasn't got stable for Cav Archers. He's pushing out with 4 Colonial Hussars, but they're going to get a rude awakening when the goons see them. There's Unction support there as well. This is an ambush waiting to happen. Janissaries, they think they're in for a nice raid. Hussar spies find some villagers, but Spain comes in from behind. There's goons, there's missionaries, there's lancers. You think it's a couple units, but there's a whole lot more there. Optimus calls it, and he doesn't want his army to get completely destroyed. That's the Empire Wars bracket, but if you replace it with... What if I still got the link here? Let's see if I can find the link. Or somebody else can get the link. It's on the website. Change the Empire Wars for 2 town centre or 2 towns, and you'll find that bracket. Oh, Optimus was oh, that's so sad. Optimus was pinned on the villager tech for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. That's brutal. That is. And the thing is, it hits you so much faster than you expect it to be, as well, because you're the second task into production. Just imagine if you went 5 vid as well at some point, just hit that pop block so fast, so you need to get that quick. And the thing is, if you draw this line up from here, he'd be up to here. He'd be so ahead in eco, but just missing out. One agent up with a and building the third town centre, missing out on that production is so bad. That's so crucial. That is. Oh well. Military population trading pretty decently. It's going alright. The 2 falconets come out here from Ezad, actually picks off Optimus' falconets, and Optimus has to run away. Stands around 2 long trading janissaries into Musk's dogs and a falk. The second big fight, 2 Colves there. They do pick off the falk. Well, Jans actually pick off the falk. 2 Colves do not too much, but all the cavalry charge comes in, and it's a pretty dominant victory there for Ezad. A couple of Spahis running around trying to raid, but Ezad is just better unit composition, better upgrades. Unction fight comes in, cleans it, and just has an eco behind it, where Optimus is emergency transition into plantations and mills, and just the eco just falls off. You probably see that in all resources gathered. It just slows down a little bit here for Optimus, but it speeds up there for Ezad. Right, good game. I feel like I should go for a scoreboard here. I feel like a scoreboard would work. Let's see what the scores are already here. There's Aiken score there, that. Oh, I've got an Ezad there. Let's change this to Opti. Is that enough? Yeah, that works actually quite well. Oh. Ezad 1, Optimus 0. Alright, let's move on to the next game. Let's do it. Oh. I thought that was going to happen. Didn't save it. Press OK. Good. Right, guys, we are back for 2 Town Centre Mongolia action. Town Centre spawned to the northern side of the map. This is a map filled with these yak livestock, the Asian equivalent of the llama. The fastest fattening livestock away from a livestock pen, but probably the slowest gathering on the livestock pen. That's your pointless fact of the day. More importantly, it's Brits versus China. Ezad plays the Chinese spawning to the east of the map. Optimus plays the British that's pointing to the west. Now, on a map like Mongolia with all these yaks, villages, Chinese livestock pens, TP lines to the north, this feels like a very good China map, and with this extra town centre, feels pretty decent. The thing with the Brits with 2 town centres, haven't quite theorised it yet, is that you have to spend more resources hunting to get the food to get your villager production, which means less villagers chopping wood to get your Virginia Company boom or your housing boom fully rolling. So I'm not saying it's bad here for British, but it's not as it helps other civs a lot more than it helps the Brits. And I think one civ it does help a lot is China, because they don't really have any other way to really increase their economy apart from, let's say, the consulate or the wonders. It's just the villager production is pretty flat, and that's where the second TT is going to shine for China. You know what? Okay, Brits don't sound bad in this matchup. They sound balanced. They sound balanced. They sound like an average civ, which is a word I haven't said for a long time about the Brits being an average civ. Still a very strong civ at the moment. So let's look at build orders. Northern refugees on 2 villages. 2 villages, 2 town centres. This is a 4 villager card coming in here from Ezad. I didn't even think about that. That's so nice. We have the oh look at the hands here from the Kung Fu Ezad. It's just they don't really look kung fu-y. They look a bit like help. I've got a syndrome. I don't know. But that's a nice card there from Ezad. Currently have 15 villagers here compared to Optimus's 16 villas, and this is like the civ which has all the villagers from the manor houses. galore. He's only got the one manor house. Obviously trained from 2 town centres, but these villagers are going all the way back to home instead of. I suppose you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 hunts herded here. Livestock gold mine. I suppose it makes sense, send them back, but this is a long way for them to run. And this villager's moving out to maybe herd this one and manor house it up later. I don't know. We'll have to find out. Four yaks on these livestock pens here. Let's look at this deck. He does have Advanced Wonders. I think I saw Ezad sent Advanced Wonder as India on Cascade range, so I guess it kind of makes sense. He's going to send that now, and that's going to help his age up to the 2nd age be faster, then to the 3rd age be faster. Maybe in this match it goes to the 4th age, but he hasn't got 1,000 gold in his deck. He's got Western Refugees, which I don't think is the card he wants. It's a good card, but not to have 1,000 gold seems a bit curious, especially if you've got both 17, 18 Chang Dao and 8 Meteor Hammers. I think if you have all 3 of those cards in your deck, you kind of need the 1k gold to make it synergize. Otherwise, you kind of admit to yourself you only get to that 4th age much later, so you can kind of go for more of an upgrade orientated 4th age row of cards. So Advanced Wonders in. This is actually going to be pretty fast. He's actually clicking up now about 3-4 minutes flat, but with like 4 or 5 vills building it, should be pretty decent. Oh, he's clicked in the middle of the wonder. How do you do? I always build it with just one villager, or place it down, and then get everyone else to pile it on. But he's got 8 villagers building it, so he wants to get up fast. Brit player aging up now, but you can't age up any faster than the age up allows him to. I want to say he's got Virginia Company in at the moment. Let's check the price of his houses. Oh no, I can't because this is a recorded game. But yeah, dropping manor houses down at the top. I think it's a VC boom for him. 90 wood, yeah, VC boom. But Ezad's nearly up. Yeah, he's going to be up in about 20, well not 20 seconds, about 10 more seconds. It's going to be a 50-second age up, or maybe 45. Very, very quick. But the thing is, he's got 0 res now in the 2nd age to like bounce off to the 3rd age. So did he need to commit all 8 villagers onto that? It seems very excessive. Does have a lot of yaks though fattening, and that's actually a lot of manor houses in one little place. Somehow just out of range here of the Chinese town centre, but I think on the fortress age you would see all of this, and that is maybe a place of contention, especially if 7 step from the forward town centre as well. Got a Mongol scout moving in to just try and find out where his villages are, but even in terms of just extra buildings to kill for all this extra XP, 81 XP on the kills, that's certainly a lot, and these villagers are running for it already. They just sense that they're in a very precarious position. $120 XP being picked up here from Ezad in the middle of the map. Very, very nice. Crate's been gathered. Okay, yaks are starting to be moved into position to get gathered, it looks like. But, yeah, Rax, Old Han. Does Ezad really want to stage 2 versus Brit? And the thing is, he's stayed age 2 in the sense that he's gone with the Advanced Wonders instead of, like, I mean, anything else. Like, Advanced Wonders to boost 1 age up is not what you really, really want. I'm surprised by this. Like, even the Tea Leaves card would be nicer just to get, like, a full blockhouse to produce, or German Constant to get some trickles in, or something along the lines like that. But he's actually moving in now with some steps. Get some raiding in. He's going to go to the north. Oh, the scout sees all these villagers. No great coats to these guys. Pretty decent versus Vills. 15 hand attack. And yeah, Optimus has to run to the town centre. 2 Vills will go down there at least. A couple old hand batches are starting to move across. Minutemen being called. Multipliers versus steps. Maybe this villager is actually a bait he needs just to kill all his steps. So two cavalry go down. A third will go down now. Yep. So trading off. I think 2 vills out for 3 steps. Maybe 3 vil for 3 step. Anyway, certainly a win there for China. 5+ crossing the map though. There's only a couple pikes. 2 batches of pikes and bows should be enough to fend off these 5 cav. But I'm feeling uneasy by this. I'm not feeling like satisfied that this is the playstyle he wants versus China. Oh, Kung Fu. Ezad's out on the map. 100 HP. That's a pick. That's a pick off. That's unfortunate. Villagers are running for another hunt. And Pike's bow is moving down just to cover. Villagers being dropped for protection and for line of sight. The Huss smell for the into it. Actually, nice connection there. A bit of a surprise attack. Should be a bonus there for Ezad. Optimus is just turning around and fighting this. He just wants to trade, I think, because he realizes he's got caught. And if he ran away, he might lose all. Wins this local fight. But more bow pike. There's some pikemen being shipped somewhere. They went to the northern town centre. And the Chukanu just having to run for it. Run to the pikes. More step riders out on the map. Steps to the top of the map. Managed to get away from the Minutemen. They can always go back in for another raid in action. Keshik Pike Army now. That's come from the War Academy. Yeah, I was about to say, I was wondering if that was the Step Keshik Army there from the Blockhouse, but it's not the case. Bit of ROTC at the moment. I'm sure you said I would sort that one out. Nice raid top side. Steps going back in for another one. Denies 2 manor houses. Nearly picks up the vills, but they do manage to get out of the way before the hussars connect. Steps see all these manor houses they could be sieging. But Ezad's starting to move into the middle position of the map with his army. Has he gone consulate yet? I haven't seen a consulate yet from Ezad, and that's like very curious. No German consulate for cheaper banner armies. No Brit consulate for more HP. It's got nearly the 400 export after the alliance as well. So it almost feels like it's like a Mito build, but neither the constant transition just felt really awkward. Advanced Wonders here not paying off, going for Mongolian Scourge instead of H.U. Canoe. I think he feels that he can get good value here from his Step Rider rating. He's only got 6 steps though remaining. That batch there's a Keshik and Pike. Yes, the Mongolian Scourge gives extra multiplier versus Cav, but it's not a huge difference really. Multipliers versus villagers now, but they're all pretty much safely tucked up in base with 3 production facilities nearby, and Brit Eco is being very strong here. Chinese army here looking to be a bit not too sure. Brit Musks now being trained here from the consulate, allied with the British consulate. Does have 12 Keshiks though. That's a batch from the War Academy. Oh, it's just a single batch of the War Academy. Felt like there's some past batch as well. That's nearly completed. Minutemen pop. Maybe trap in as well. Maybe a trap could be quite nice. Keshik's going in on the eastern side. Steps could have flanked from the left. I suppose the Keshik's nice and mobile there, managed to pick off a few rogue units. Minutemen just still standing around protecting from step raided, which to be fair, absolutely fine. These guys will do 50 range attack versus steps as soon as they run past, so it's certainly guaranteed to pick up a couple of units. Steps going in, he's now multipliers. Minutemen could quick call from the hometown centre, might actually be worth it, because otherwise he may lose a couple, but defensive hussars, very, very nice timing, and we'll push that threat away. 49 villagers here for Ezad. Optimus up to 70 villagers. Log flume just been researched. The Brit consulate here not really helping with the economy. These yaks nearly fat though, but when they're about 330 odd, is there much point waiting for them to get to 400? Like, I feel like you need to have them now. So send the gold and eat them now. He's actually sending. Oh, he's sending standard army HP. This is not the play. This card looks good on paper, but for 20% HP on steps and Chukanu, nah, not feeling it. Yeah, Squagmire, a lot of multitasking here. 96 HP, go up to about 108, 114. Okay, it's sizable. Does have he's only got 18 bows here. Yeah, he's 18 bows, no steps nearby. There's actually now just a lot of stuff here, and 20% HP on, or 15% HP on the Hussars, very nice. Team Infantry, Team Musketeer HP is coming in. Step's going for another raid. Ezad's going to try and make this step play work, but just not quite working just yet. I think Ezad's got the tools to win this fight if he wants to go for it. May want to go for a second war cannon and just go into standard army production, as in some food and gold ones. He's got the age up in. Okay. Age up in, he needs to, yeah, retreat. Oh, this is a little dimension turn, this is. So he's still got all his yaks to eat. He's going to the third age. Hasn't quite got a shipment ready to go, but I'm worried that he may lose his town centre and villagers here. His army is just away from the action. Hasn't got a shipment as well. The thing is, after sending 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shipments, he's so low on the XP curve. Steps got cleaned by Hussars there. And villagers in this town centre are trapped. Has to call double Minutemen. Double Minutemen being called. It is arquebusiers coming up. They might come from the town centre or village. I don't know. Maybe down here it's just play it safe, get them involved later on. Minutemen trading. But there's so much stuff here. 115 population here for Ezad. Optimus 160 population. A batch of Hussars being trained now, nearly full pop. Squagmire saying, why not mind the golden base? He is, but it's just more of the villagers trained from this town centre trained right onto it as well, so it's a bit like just avoids the walking time. There's quite a lot of hunt nearby. I think Ezad maybe he's trying to get a Manchu pop. Oh, does he go Bayang here or does he go Manchu? It's tough. Okay, he's going Keshix already, so he's just gonna go Michus actually. Yeah, he's eaten yaks. He's realised he needs everything now. He's only got one production facility for one carry. War carry is being built in the background, but the main fight's taken down already. Musketeers taking down the Keshiks. Pretty low HP. Disciplined Keshiks do come in. Chang Pikemen do come out. There's the age 3 disciples as well. Longbow sieging the Summer Palace. Oh no. Might even be a case it's enough to hold on here. Longbow's still sieging. Okay, they've changed their target now. Once Explorer goes down, another batch of 4 disciples being trained. He's on cover mode, but that does go down. And where's the reinforcement batch of cavalry? Needs some more. That's one batch of cav. Here come 5 meteors probably from the top. Oh, from the bomb. Doesn't matter though. That's a lot of stuff here. Longbow's being actually used as sacrifice. Oh no. Oh no. Has Ezad done this? He might have actually got such a trade that he's ahead in score. He's certainly ahead in momentum now. The XP rolling in from that fight. Optimus is he's half to age up to I know he's got double musk, 1 hussar in Q, 6 musk being sent behind. Not sending in the gold, he just needs units now, but China's in full flow at the moment. Couple musketeers. He still has a lot of Chukanu left over from the age 2. There's the skirmishes from the age up, and the cav doing pretty well. Big batch of reinforcements though. The 5 Huss can do super well. Oh, it's 10 arquebusiers here from the town centre and another cav batch coming across the map. Together that would actually link up so well. We've got 6 meteor hammers on the field. Longbows go down. 6 redcoats there from the Forge export not being used, but they will get dragged in eventually. Musketeers, only single card. There is no musk attack on those cards as well. More longbows being trained. Oh, huge raid. Villagers crossing the map to China's side, but cavalry just going straight on that. They're saying thank you very much and taking that. Scragmars, he had to wipe Brit's armies 3 times to win. Oh, I know how you feel about that, actually. But no, it's not strictly true behind that. The thing is, Optimus is staying age 2. I think main reason because he hasn't got a fast age. He hasn't got the time to age up behind us before Ezad gets to send in another big card. And I think here, versus an age 2 Brit player, Intervention Musks is looking a nice card to send behind us. Oh, he's got Manchurian Archers. Oh, he's got so many. He's got so many res. He needs to upgrade to government and maybe one more village being built somewhere. Double Musk Skirm production behind us. A village is being built somewhere. Where's he? Okay, built to the top to secure. Optimus is calling it. He's calling it before the main fight happens. And GG. He's that 2-0 up in the final. I think he just didn't feel like losing that fight there. But that's not even knowing that there was Manchu on the way if Manchu came up the field. To be fair, the position in there, I think Ezad could have picked off quite a lot of those skirms and then the fight may have evened out. But it's 170 H3 population units versus 144. That fight, it could be again an even trade, but I just don't see it working out for Optimus in the long run. Don't see it. He brought saying anticlimactic sleeper face. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm also sorry for not being super mega hype. It is like 10 to 11 on like the equivalent of the Sunday night before a new working week, so parents have gone to bed. It is a good villager progression there from Optimus. It has to be said. There's like a, is that the 5-ville? Or just manor houses. That's just manor houses. 5-ville coming in later. The economy is there and didn't actually lose too many villas from Step Raiden. So Optimus did pretty well there. Do I think Ezad's H2 play style was what he would need to do versus Brits? I'm not too sure. All those yaks available we picked up could have really given him a very fast build through the ages. No trading post at any point here from Ezad. So I think I would have preferred to seen tea leaves instead of Vat's wanders. I think eating the yaks up to the 3rd age would have been nice instead of an emergency panic. Oh, I need to eat all of them now to get my batches out. But I suppose at the end, that's why Ezad had more villages than gold, because he had the food eco there from the yaks to kind of help him get through that final batch of just spamming units. And he might even sold some food off to fund yak production. You can see how I need to eat my yaks now, and just this sharp increase of food income allows them to train as high expensive units. Right, let's move on to the next one. Close your eyes. Close your eyes, everybody. What the fuck? What? How are they rowing these boats? What? It's a dinghy. Oh, we're on Panama? Oh dear. Strange this is. I've never seen this map before. Or never played it before. I've seen it, but I've never played it. A wrecked treasure ship. How fast do this gather up? I can be something crazy like 1 gold per second. Don't actually know. I've never seen that in the competitive game. This is... It feels weird. It feels empty. Like there's no... I mean, I suppose no back gold is good. But after this gold and this gold, there's actually just no other gold nearby. Apart from these wrecked treasure ships in the middle, there's only one spawning there. This feels so super strange. It's not... It's also like it's an alright water map. It's not super great. It's very sparse. This is strange. Anyway, so this is third game between Ezad and Optimus. This is Panama. Two town centers. This is Dakar on steroids. No, I think this is the reverse. I think this is like baby version of Dakar. Like, this doesn't feel as good. So there's no pond in the middle. But I would say that with a clear divide between north-south sea, that if you take one side of the water, no way you can contest the other, or vice versa. Like, quite actually safe to be docking on both sides, and then, I mean, it's like a very bent version of Yucatan. Like, this is like insert your member of the community here's version of Yucatan. No TC on the island. I don't know what a TC on the island would work. I think for India it could work because there's a lot of trees here for him to gather wood and gold, but then there's no way to kind of move those onto the food. So yeah, I don't see it. Ha! Look at that 2TC. Get it? 2TC. Love it. Good banter there. Okay, yeah, I was saying insert your member of the community. I said this is like a bent version of Yucatan, so like I was saying like this could be like insert your member of the community's here version of Yucatan because it's bent. Here, joke, poor joke. I don't know. I'm just waiting for age 1 to pass. Because in 2000 mode, age 1 goes a little bit longer as well, especially because the two wagons were a little bit away from the mainland. Just look how city that looks. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is quite country. I don't actually know what the final lyrics to that nursery rhyme is. Island in the middle is pretty. Yeah, it's like a nice little treasure island it is. It could be like a little face, like a little skull. There's the hair, there's the nose, there's an eye patch there, there's like the mouth. I don't know, maybe I'm just dreaming. Inca and Huaminga here actually really huge in terms of siege and shrines. Can't even emphasize that enough. Very defensive double town centre. I think Optimus knows the drill. I think he knows that any push into his base may be quite tough to deal with, but the rush distance, this map is so huge. Like the distance to get from one place to another. This has got a long game written all over it. Does have 2 fumes of advanced naval combat. No actual rendering plant here, so I don't actually know how much he wants to commit to the water. The fight's still ongoing. Oh, is he going to get it? He's going to get it! They have to pick up the Jaguar at some point. Oh, he stuns it! He stuns it and goes and picks it up. Oh, Optimus, the magician! What a play! And he teleports out of there, which is lame as F. I can't tell you how much I hate this teleport mechanic here from the Japan monks. It's just the worst piece of design bit of Age of Empires ever. Like, oh, you've messed up, you got yourself snared and trapped. Oh wait, you can just poof out of there. GG, easy, no worry. Like, what on earth were they were thinking? That looked good. That does actually look pretty good. Even the inside is actually somewhat rendered. I've noticed that. That's actually pretty nice to look into. So I wonder what India's going to do here. I guess you can't martyr. I don't really see forward aggro working here. The rush distance is so long to cross the map to build it. And also 2 town centres, defensive play, 180 HP, sepoys. Nah, doesn't work. He's going... Has he done his Advanced Wonder build again? Oh, he has. Oh, he's I don't like this. I don't know what you've seen it, but I don't. But 8 villagers going to the second stage, it's just a lot. It's a lot of wasted. I suppose you do have enough villagers to kind of continue villager production in the background, just about. Oh Jesus, I see. I think if anybody was paying attention, I think you would see. Um, but hey, oh well. It's Sunday night. I've had afternoon casting. Mistakes were made. Get over it. Hurinka sieging down a shrine. Only 3 animals. Like one more animal over here just really does not want to go into the shrine. I don't know why it's not pulling in just one more. Market front. Decent amount of shrine gone on so far. Did Optimus go for Heavenly Kami? I think he did. He's gone for Heavenly Kami and 2 Vills. Okay, fair enough. Makes sense. Obviously, the extra XP from the villager training, the town centre being built. Dinghy's on the southern coast of Ezad's base. I mean, I suppose you can actually ferry units across in the dinghy. It's not a bad idea, actually, to do that. 2 sepoys are slowly crossing the map. These guys are off to siege. A couple of tapirs nearby. Wood chopping actually being researched here by Optimus. You just mark it down, getting all the text, getting all the shrines being built. Nice shrining at the top of the map. That's a really nice position. I do give him credit for that one. Shining ahead. Wow. Wow. Doesn't even have 600 wood in deck. That does seem a bit... I don't say strange. Okay. He's got Admiralty in deck instead of 600 wood. The Magician is at it again. What a deck. 3 fishing boats going to the North Sea. I'm sure his next card will be down to the South Sea. I don't actually know how fast this thing's mine at. No one's mined it just yet. I'm sure it gets affected by yield because it's not. It's not the yield changes from 2.5k to 3. It just for every 0.7, 0.8 gold you mine, for every 1 gold you mine, it takes off 0.8. I don't know. So that's probably how it affects by yield. So I imagine it does benefit from yield cards, but you'd have to find out and test. This is the first time I've seen this map and actually being played. Look at all his backhunts to shrine as well. This has just got full boom written all over it and is just starting to get super out of control here for Optimus. Ah, just saying life is but a dream. Ah, that makes sense actually, yeah. Oh, that's something new today. Copper Yumi archers out just to kind of defend these shrines. Gurkha push coming in, but these Gurkhas will get torn apart by Yumi archers. They're going to win that trade quite convincingly, I feel. So strong. Actually have the same range. They both have 18 range. It's kind of interesting. But double Yumi archer production. Gurkha's coming in behind this. Easy villages into the town centre. Couple of explorers out though, so he's got to watch out. He might lose his Yumi archer sticks to the elephants. They've got to pile in. Big batch of Yumi's about to be made. Is he going to finish the batch? Yeah, he does finish the batch. He's out of 4 Vil shipments, so he hasn't got a 5 fishing boat shipment. I guess he just sends coin. Well, where are these guys going? Where are these guys actually going? Are they mining the wrecked treasure ship? I think we'll find out now how much resources it gives. So it looks like Ezad's gone for Imperial Bureaucracy. Silver mine 0.9. Oh, he's just gone for he's getting Silver Servants now. Am I missing something? Yeah, he would have gone for... I can't imagine him going double coin tech before going in for Civil Servants. That just makes no sense. Oh well. Oh my god, what the fuck? That's 1.2 gold per second. No way. Why would you have this on a map? Like, it just ruins the map. Double rate gold income. That's just nasty. That is. It gathers twice as fast. Oh, come on, who codes that shit? I know it's from the campaign, but like, who puts that into a competitive map? Hey, there's gold mines which gather twice as fast. I mean, I already complained about like salt mines, gathering at like, was it 30% slow, and it feels like they feel horrendously slow, but that is very well designed in comparison to double speed. And then 5% it goes up to 1.3. Oh, I don't think Ezad knows about it. Like there's a treasure ship right there. He's in base minding his own business, happy with his 0.72 gold per second. Little does he know. Yeah, imagine Dutch walking there. I'd probably start my game by just marching with straight over onto the wrecked treasure ship. Just like, not even feeling guilty, just marching over there, going like, yep, this treasure ship is mine. It's gonna have that. But yeah, we're at full shrine pop, 61 vils or 58 with 3. Marching across with a nice army, probably looking to age up pretty soon. mine coin buy food. Well, compared to berry gathering, look at this, 0.87 food per second. These guys are gathering so much more gold. You could actually buy his way up. A couple of naggies. It's trained 10 Ashy, couple of naggies. Ashy combat, Ashy attack being sent behind this. I mean, he has got Dutch consulate, but that's a coin trickle, isn't it? It's not actually faster coin gathering. Oh, the thing is, now that he's had a bit of coin gathered, he's gagging for more. Where's he going to go for his next gold mine? Where's he going to go for his next fixed? Yeah, India Eco's absolutely on fire. He's got his shrines on food, actually. You may want to put them out onto gold now as he's moving villages around. These guys, they're going on to... He might be going to this wrecked treasure ship, actually. He might be across the entire map for it. He could just gather this right in front of India's base as well. That might not be too bad. I mean, that's where his army is. You know what? I think he actually is. He's just skipping these mines because he just knows what this wrecked treasure ship actually means. But I think he may just bail off onto this one. But so many bows here, 22 Yumis. There's crossbows in there as well. A couple Nagis holding him back, but Ashy's moving across to defend the cavalry away. There's nowhere near enough Gurkhas. Ashy's just strolling in. Big batch of Yumi coming across. Yeah, big batch of Yumi as well. Optimus doesn't know where to put the vils. I think he's hoping to see a treasure ship in the middle of the map as well. If there's one spawns here, there should be one spawning over here or there. So I think he's looking to see where he can find that one. 19 Yumi archers. Most of the Yumi archers are not in the fight anymore, but some Nagis coming in from behind whenever they get pulled in. He's going for it. That boy's moving across. They're just so excited to raid a pirate ship. They're so happy. They're going to do it. Oh yeah, can you build a mountain monastery on the wrecked ship? Can you torp these mines or wrecked treasure ships? Has that even been tested? I think Ezad's just realised. He's like, for fuck's sake. He's just, oh, it's so sad. he's just seen the light. He's just seen how great they are. He's just like, okay. So this is how you got your economy. He actually has got a church wagon. I think I just saw it being popped somewhere. So much gold. He's going to age up soon behind this. He's actually sending 600 coin twice. He will cancel this, I think, because he's got 2.6k gold per minute. Oh, that's insane. Like, nothing here is above 1,000, and Optimus has 2 resources above 1,000. Obviously, this is coin crates in base actually, so it's a bit lopsided, but the point stands. Oh, that's banter, that is. I bet like Ezad's thinking like, what on earth is this like playstyle? Like extreme AI on like 40% handicap or something, just like impossible to play against. To be fair, he's out of hunt. These two shrines are so annoying. So well played there by Optimus trying that. Really good. I think Ezad feels comfortable if he's actually like somehow clean up the Yumi Ashi in base. And I think Optimus, Ezad sees that Optimus is taking his treasure ship. Actually, Fishing Boat's maybe moving down just to pick up the villagers. That is such a smart play, just in case he needs to evacuate. That's so smart. Yeah, so here come the Yumi Nagi rushing across the treasure ship just in case. And yeah, Optimus is getting out there now. He's had enough gold. Look at it. He's got 1,700 gold just gathered. He's still got cherries. He's got this. He's got all that. Oh, game's done. You can Mountain Monastery erect treasure ship? Fuck off. Nah. I'm not having that. That's silly as fuck, that is. I suppose if it's a gold mine for one civ, it must be a gold mine for all civs, but just imagine dropping a mountain monastery in the treasure ship over there. How silly would that be? Minimont coming back for another sub. Thank you very much, Mini. Haven't seen you around the scene in a bit of a while. Hoping to see Millie from Accounts back in action. Or was it Cindy from Check-ins? I don't know. A couple of Sours picking up some Yumi from behind. Close Combat being sent in from Japan. He's focusing on Ashi production now instead of Yumi's. Which I guess it kind of makes sense, because you don't want to have them being cleaned up by Mahouts or Sours if he's had to go into the next stage. I don't think he ever will, to be honest. But fast Ashis. And to be honest, Optimus is just going to jump to the 4th age. You can just tell it. It's just what he's going to do is go to the next age. Look at these Yumi archers. Lovely padding armour. Okay, close combat coming in, and the stats are here starting to take off. Bushido principles being researched here for massive batches of Ashis. It's very tempting to complete a full batch on that. Would he do it? He might do it. No, he won't do it. Surprised he's not going to age up the Shogunate, because he just gets the Daimyo and just send in like 4 flame arrows twice. There's just nothing India can do to stop that. Dock has been thrown down here by Ezad. There is another mine on the island if he runs out of gold. This map is Panama. New map. New map with some treasure ships. It's a German mercenary player's wet dream. Just imagine having that spawning base for a German merc player. Oh, it'd be a beautiful sight to behold. Patch of 10, patch of 20 Ashi and 4 Nagi. That's a big batch. Couple of villagers literally, I don't know where they're, are they going for berries? Are they going for the gold mine? Are they just going for trees? Are they dropping a barracks behind base? They're going for the mine, it looks like. Yeah, I think there's like 20 vills here. 19 vills, yeah. These guys, they have to mine here because they couldn't actually find space on the other mine. Will he actually stop off and kill these guys? Ezad's going to pick off those vills. He sees it, but here comes... Okay, Ezad is in the next stage. There's a Mahout. But none of these units are upgraded. He's just taking the fight early and just... Nah, it's game. That's just too much. Look how quick this mount's going to go down. A couple of these guys with close combat bonus. 4.5 multipliers. That's a lot of damage. the field's going back now, but the coin's been mined. The thing is, this wrecked treasure ship's basically out of coin anyway. There's 40 actually just chilling out front of Ezad's base, not even actually in the fight, but a couple cav on the villagers. Ashley's still standing. You've got so many exposed villagers on this wood on hunt line to the top. GG's been called. GG indeed. Optimus the Magician getting back into it. You know what, Chandra? I think that's an absolute smart point you make there. I think in transition I would do that. Go over to the ships and then kind of buy your banks. But the thing is, you don't actually need to chop much wood in the second age because you just send in your wood crates and all that. So it might not be the case, but certainly Reuter production, Skirmisher production, and Falconet production on like 2 of these treasure ships will be just insane. Absolutely broken as. Coming there from Optimus just taking off. Both players having great villager production, but this is just the double 4-vil shipment working so well with 3 fishing boats there from the Portuguese consulate. Look at all resources gathered. It's silly. You can actually see that the treasure ship gathering. So Ezad's had to deal with treasure ship gathering, and he's had to deal with Quaker guns as well in the second age. Like, what is this? What is that? I think that's the double gold crate shipment and the gathering at the pirate ship. Nah, man, that's just nutty. That is. I've never seen a graph like that. Like, obviously, a graph is always like reflective of time and total resources, but I've never seen a rate of incline of that in a resource game, apart from like an integer like villagers. Let's say villagers make a good thing, or buildings like is a directly up line for the building. That's insane. Combat experience, yeah, a little bit more for Optimus there, makes sense. But quite a lot of his units weren't always fighting at the same time, so he's just sending reinforcements, but the units which were fighting were fighting at a bit of a disadvantage, but he still managed to take the local win. Yeah, good stuff. Let's move on to the next game. It's going to be game 4 of the best of 5. Alright guys, welcome back to the finals of the 2-town centre. Game number 4 between Optimus and Ezad. The British versus French on Alaska. Some feels like this could be like a real life scenario actually. Retelling history of days gone by. This is the 2-town centre matchup. Both players starting a standard supremacy game in base with a single town centre, crates and the like. But both players start with an extra town centre wagon in the mid-map, extra villager production, extra vils, extra XP, and all in all, just so much more carnage and mayhem than usual. I don't know, Mini, my geography's off a little bit there. Yeah, you see, Sensei's backing me up there. Of course, it's just that the people documenting the war just kind of never made it home. Like their books detailing all the history of maybe frozen somewhere in the Arctic Circle. Hey, I'm tired. Okay, I'm tired. Give a man a break. He just wants to go to bed now. Treasure steal. Lady Ezad, nice to meet you. Looking mighty fine. She's actually shooting the explorers of the wolf. One more shot. Oh no! That's the French village again, that one. But I guess Lizzie the pirate just couldn't help getting on her knees for that treasure. Right, let's have a look at Ezad's deck. He's playing as the Brits, pointing to the southwest in the colour blue. Going for a water deck on Alaska makes sense. There's a lot of whales on this kind of middle portion. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. No, 5. 5 whales total. A lot of late game gold, but there's also a lot of food behind each player's base as well, which could be quite nice to tuck into as well. The thing is, as the British here, do you go for like a mana boom, or do you go for a dock boom, or mana boom then make docks? It's not really clear how you want to play this. But it looks like Optimus won the kind of the battle of fighting over the middle hunt, and you can see it's just trying to get someone behind the town centre, out of the range of this town centre's line of sight and fire arc. Ready? 3 vehicles being sent to the forward town centre. I kind of like that, instead of having them sat at home depleting natural resources even more. And actually, I don't know where the next hunt is here from Ezad. He hasn't really worked on any herding for the moose and the caribou. I think he's hoping that he's going to have enough resources to get to the next stage. Should put 500 in this. There's a full 400 remaining in that. He should have enough, but you never know. It's a bit tight in terms of getting up. Optimus here has to go for the market, as there's no trading post opening on this map. But still, market hunting dogs gets that 20 CDB population. You're absolutely fine. Eco Fury going to be sent behind this, and looks like Optimus is just waiting around to crack shot this grizzly bear. Doesn't want it stolen. He might not want to just micro this. I think he just wants to get a crack shot and get it done, get it over and done with. Oh, treasure's down. Pick it up. Don't forget about it. There you go. Does that. So Optimus is nearly about to age. I'm hoping Ezad is aging. Yep, the age up is in just about. Phew. I honestly thought for a second he was out of options there. Exotic hardwoods coming in instead. I actually like exotic hardwoods here instead of Virginia Company. I was thinking about this actually. Now with Virginia Company nerfed, so the manas are like 3 wood more, and you get like 7 XP less. But when you compare that to, let's say, a 300 wood shipment, actually you might get more tempo and momentum with a 300 wood shipment than you do with like Virginia Company now. So instead of sending 300 wood, what else can you send? Well, you can send the kind of wood eco card, and actually, I think that can work really, really well in this situation. He's getting gangs always sent in now in exotic hardwoods, and that will help his mana production, and then that would also help his fishing boat production later on in the game if he decides to go water. Both players just chilling in the town in the centre of the map. It won't be peaceful for long. Just need to grab something. Let's look at Optimus' deck now. He's got a New England deck, so basically 2 Vels, improved warships, a frigate. He's even got the 4 privateers. 4 privateers for 1,000 gold is a lot of resources. Does have a couple late age 4 cards on 10 CDB, thoroughbreds as well. No heavies there, and no 6 crassiers. Go for the thoroughbreds instead. Not actually too sure thoroughbreds even that worth it really. Has to be super late game for it to work out. And even then, you'll be sending refrigeration environment way before you send thoroughbreds. Double racks opening in the middle of the map from Optimus Prime. How's Ezad going to respond? Manor house, manor house. We've got an outpost down here. Still on the kind of the booming phase. Defensive racks in base. Maybe that's how he's just used to it. I kind of expected racks mid-map as well, really, just to match this. He's now scouting it. Does see double racks, so he's expecting. Is this going to be bow pike? Yeah, it's going to be bow pike. You can see how he's just chopping so much wood behind here. So I think he's gone for Eco Theory. Could Optimus also gone for exotic hardwoods? I suppose he's going to be sending in wood crates afterwards, so maybe Eco Theory just makes more sense just to kind of split the gathering on all your vills. It's probably just a lot safer to do it that way. Oh yeah, it's the thing is these skins were available for doing challenges, so none of these skins were like in the marketplace, which I guess is fair enough, makes sense. I've just realised that Lizzie's got some lovely blue leggings on for the colour of the player. So the coat is always black, whereas like French Explorer's coat is always yellow, but the mats and the leggings as well is the colour of the Civ. Five bows, 5 pikes. I don't really know what the pikes are here for. Was he expecting to siege down with pikes? Maybe a house? Maybe trying to get a manor house down for the 81 XP. It's quite a lot of XP. Scout topside. If he's trying to scout for a dock. Hasn't quite seen one just yet. I think he scouted the entire coastline with that scout. He literally just ran around just to see if there's anything being built. He might go back for another lap. That's not a full patch of bows, so that is. It's wood being sent to the forward TC as well, away from this one. Took a couple of vills here to go and get this. CBs there being pulled in. A lot of gold being mined now. He's going to switch to musketeers, so just a bit of a bow semi and age up behind us to the third age. Don't actually quite know this kind of plan here from Optimus. Meanwhile, Ezad's got a couple of longbows. Actually, a decent size of them actually. 16 longbows. 0.65 wood per second. Actually getting log flume behind us, so his wood eco is now starting to really take great shape behind us. Only at 140 mana pop though. Room for more. Oh no, we're not having like all maps turn into like Treasure Island. Do you reckon like the next like... Okay guys, I'd like to announce on behalf of ESOC the next event in the Grounds Tour, Season 3, will be the ESOC Treasure Hunt. What does that mean for you guys? Is it a story? Is it a puzzle? No. Every mine and every map is replaced by a treasure ship. Happy pillaging, boys. I guess 2 sheep's quite nice, but it's never worth losing your Explorer for 2 sheep. That cry hits different, doesn't it? It's like when the French Explorer goes down, it's like a nice elegant sentence. Je ne pas poger, je ne pas poger. And then Lizzie's just like. I'm sure I could find many jokes. Nice crossbow hussar time in here. Minutemen maybe being pushed forward. Minutemen being pushed forward from the second town centre, actually. Defensive Minutemen being called here from Ezad. Musks in queue. But longbows in somewhat melee versus hussars. Musks actually doing their best to try and pick apart the hussars. But no, they weren't really being focused against the hussars. A couple of the pikemen were taking the melee attacks there. It was actually quite useful for them. Minutemen do come out defensively, exchanging with the Minutemen. Lady Ezad was revived again. She's now back down on the count for a second time, but crossbows and close range doing some good damage. I don't know why he's really backing out there. Also on the retreat, it's going to take so much more damage there from longbows due to how large their ranger is. A couple of CDBs out on the map on the hunt and elk. I was about to say like on the helk there. I was like, what on earth is a helk there? It does have steel traps and also eco theory. Doesn't have blunderbuss or greatcoats just yet. Minutemen are going to get exchanged in the front line, but that just allows longbows to do some good damage behind. I'm seeing lots of crossbows going down here. CDB is moving down to the south side, getting on some nice hunts. There's a lot of line of sight available across the whole map here for both players. Ezad's, well, maybe not a lot for him, but certainly from Ezad, about maybe 50%, 55% of the map is under his vision. That's good going, that is. And he's very well aware he's just sent himself 700 wood, Optimus has, which are, oh, well, no, 600, but he hasn't quite seen that earlier bit of wood being gathered up. Which to him should signify that he's actually making more units here. There's a full batch of crossbows there. 3 husks being sent. Needs to get some more houses being built so he can finish off his hussar batch and maybe get some musks in queue. Usually dropping maybe like houses on his exposed villages, but I don't see houses being thrown down anywhere. Okay, 2 on the gold mine. He had the classic get your gold villages on it. They will make them. A lot of food in bank for Optimus. Scores looking actually really good here for the French player. This 2 town centre playstyle working really well. Will he complete his Hussar batch? I think he should try go for it. Yeah, he does. Does get musks in queue though. Yeah, he gets a full batch of 5 Hussars. Well done, Optimus. Nice batch. Raiding with 3 Hussars to the left. CB should see these 2 villagers, or 3 villagers at the top. Maybe send off a couple of musks to deal with them at a later point. But at the moment, Optimus is dictating the pace of the game. What's Ezad up to? A couple must have been trained. He's now starting to get the fishing operations going, but yeah, he hasn't really got a large mass, has he? Certainly no cavalry and a lot of longbows here. Okay, he does have 23 musketeers. That's pretty decent with musketeer attack. Well, musketeer combat? Okay, sending the HP now. Oh, where's the hussars going? Oh no. Oh, Ezad. Optimus. I mean, you're hoping for like a GG raid here. Has he seen his back hunt? I think he's seen something. Oh, if he's paying attention, he might go in for this one. There's 4 vills down there up for the taking. But given that Lady Ezad brought back once again, listen to it. There you go, she's gone back down again. But the Hussars again, just small, insignificant raids really, and the crossbows having to retreat. All those crossbows made just going down. 2,000 food in bank for Optimus. He needs the gold. He needs to get on the gold. These vills can go on this gold mine here. He needs to switch this up. The raiding's great. And maybe he wants to pivot to the next stage. Okay, huge raid left side now. This is exactly where he wants to be hitting with the Hussars. City's being pulled in. Blunderbuss being researched before Greycoats. Interesting play. Hussars raiding. I think they're trying to get into a fishing ship actually. So yeah, a lot of action here with the fishing boats. CDB's going down. This is just not great having CDB's fighting with no Greycoats on. Especially with the 40% range resist as well, just so much extra effective range HP. A musketeer count low, so Hussars coming in. Behind, Minutemen from the hometown centre, more musketeers. I think it's only a batch of 1 Hussar there from that batch. That's not ideal. So many resources in Optimus' bank. Nice answer there, Vivid. Yeah, where the T sound sense come from? Me. I'm the creator of all things evil. Pike's leading the charge onto the Hussar line. We'll get a good exchange there. Crossbow's doing some decent damage, but so far, Ezad's military has done really well, traded really well. It's the musketeer combat now starting to really significantly affect. Wait, where's this surgeon come from? Hasn't gone for a church, has he? Nah, must be a treasure. Panic. Panic averted. Oh, a couple of vills there. Oh, they all focus fired that one vill. Triple racks here for Ezad. Still no stable options. Looking to age up now, I think. 66 villagers starting to really take off in the eco lead. And I think with this kind of like dock investment, without any like contention here from Ezad, it's just going to go really bad pretty quickly. CDB's moving on onto Ezad's side of the map, getting some more hunts. The actual remaining hunts on this map is starting to get pretty limited. Some hunting opportunities behind Optimus' base and at the very top of the map. But apart from that, it's been pretty much all gathered up. It's nice to see some decent moose herds behind. Ezad will be very happy for that one. Still at 2k food. He's got 17 CDBs on the gold mine. I think he's only got placer mines. But he's kind of, I reckon, be hoping for more. Oh, the fishing boat comes in to pick up the villagers. That's cute. Nice little play there. They'll just bring them back to safety. Musketeer crossbow in the middle of the map. 3 villagers going down there. Quite significant, actually. I know Pikes were running around chasing hussars. Has Ezad got any vision down here? No, he hasn't. And actually, not scouting down the peripherals is a bit of a mistake. So there's always going to be gold mines down there. There's going to be big hunts. That's like a type of area of the map you want to know about. French pushing mid-map, trying to surround this town centre. He does have to be forced back now. I don't think he can retake this. A lot of villagers getting around his barracks there. I think they're just getting out of the way and just... That's a coincidence. Ah, Rookie, this is the 2 town centre tournament. Both players have 2 town centres. Do you not see it on the ESOP post? This is part of the Grand Tour. You should sign up for the Grand Tour, play some events. Should be good. Triple producer longbows now. 72 villagers here for Ezad. 49 CDBs here for Optimus Prime. Or should I say like maybe like 60 vills for Ezad with some boats. Okay, 50 vills, 12 boats. Looking very nice. There's 7 vills in this town centre. He's aging up with the event. He's going to add more Ocean Sea, 400 wood and the caravel, so there's no shipments here. This town centre is likely to go down then, I think. Hussar raid down to the south. Okay, nice pike defense. That's a good play there from Ezad. I'd probably lose all my villagers down there at that moment in time. Explorers up. Being brought back just to tank so much HP. Hussar's chasing on these longbows, retreating away. Minutemen being called from the original town centre. He needs the Minutemen to hold this. This is a tough push. Time and push coming in. Crossbows engaging on the Musketeers. Muskets in melee actually winning that fight. Pikes on the front line doing some massive damage to these Colonial Hussars. They do have HP, but that's about it, really. And behind this, the reinforcements, there's enough, but when the Falconets gets coming out here from Ezad, which they will be out in a second. Musk's still in melee mode, they need to go back to range. They're going to win this fight. Town centre being sieged now. It actually was being repaired, but he might actually keep all his villagers alive somehow. I suppose Optimus was chasing down the army, but he could have taken down the TC and the 7 vills and just backed off. Remember, Optimus is in the second age. Okay, he's aging up now. But yeah, some more action, more raiding out on the map. Town centre down to 600 HP. Some Musks down to the south side will pick up 2 vills down here as well. Now Optimus has got like everybody on gold but nobody on food. He needs the food instead. Classic Optimus this is. So 54 CDB for Optimus. I think he's lost some vills now. He's down to 70, yeah. Okay, he's made some more fishing boats, but he's a little bit down and set the production in comparison. I think he's got a couple of fishing boats garrisoned somewhere. Or village garrisoned into a fishing boat. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised how Optimus let Ezad get away with the villagers in the town centre and that wood being sent. I think Ezad was let off the mark a little bit there. I see a lot of people playing Dune Spice Wars. It's like a new Total War type style of game. I've heard a lot of hype about it. Might check it out at some point. Probably not though. Don't think any game could be as fun as Age of Empires 3. Well, I mean, loads are, but that's my strategy fix. This is. Even Jesus with the goddamn magic at it again. Well, 5 Crassiers. There's no Jaegers, but this could be a privateer. Just plop it right in the middle of the ocean. He needs line of sight actually, so I might need to build an outpost somewhere first. I think not contesting the water now from Optimus Prime is actually going to hurt him. Unpacks the Falconets. He lost the last exchange here to Ezad in the Falconet War in the previous game. Will it be 2-2? Falconets unload, take a fire on these musketeer skirms. He's got skirm kiting back for the Ezad. He's going to turn around and take another volley. It looks like a couple of hussars out. Raiding on... big raid on Optimus Vills down here from Ezad. Nice play. There's no real defense there from Ezad. He can't... from Optimus. He can't actually get onto his Vills. So he's actually charging with the Huss. I think he's going to try and hope to get onto the Falcons. I think he can. There's the Crassiers. And Crassier push is going to be really tough to deal with. Okay, Hussars made contact. There's only a couple of vet muskets here. Most of it's just longbows. Okay, there's 5 Crassiers and a lot of musketeers. This is going to be pretty brutal, actually. In they go. Yeah, just focus down the Falconets now with the musketeers and just see how much damage that's going to cause. Where's Ezad's army? Where is Ezad's army at the moment? I guess it's all in the fishing boats at the moment. Nice little raid here. Cheeky raid. But only Colonial Hussars and upgrades, but nothing nearby to defend. That's a huge raid. Falcons still alive here from Optimus with vet musketeers and a couple Crassiers. Gonna be tough to hold on. Some more Crassiers in queue. He should be able to complete the batch. He needs all 5. He needs all 5. If he forgets, this is gonna be brutal. Yep, he does. He does get up to all 5. Okay, couple Crassiers. He's right-clicked this outpost. He thought this outpost was his own outpost. That's actually quite comical and cute. Scum's get some good volleys on these musketeers. Musketeers working on the racks. Racks goes down. The Falconet's still standing though. 2 Qs chasing the 5 Hussars. Unfortunately, this batch being slowed down by the musks. Stable being thrown down behind, stable above. Finally, Ezad's realising he needs some sort of goon protection versus the Crassier raiding. Hussars do get caught. And actually, Q's cleaning up house here. Fair play. These are Cav combat Crassiers, it seems. Optimus the Magician going to 2 Falcon into Cav combat. No goons needed, no scamps needed. He might go 1k gold next. There's a lot of gold on the map. Oh, he's pushing up. There's so many villagers on the trees here. So many exposed villagers. He just wants a bit of this action. But there's a caravel in the water, and I think Ezad may be tempted to try and invest into the water a little bit more. A lot of resources here to make, a lot of floats going on. He needs the gold income. He needs the whales to actually be a little bit stronger. He's only got gill nets. He hasn't got. Oh, he's got rendering. Wow. Okay, he's got rendering plant, but he hasn't even got gill nets. That on 32 fishing boats is a disgrace. That is. How can you not get gill nets? Send rendering plant, but no gill nets. Oh no. That's so many resources just missing out. We're talking about tens of dragoons he could have, and Crassier raiding the villager line. Lucky there's a caravel nearby, but that's a good exchange so far. Optimus, 81 vills for Ezad, 58 here for Optimus. They are CDBs, and some of these are fishing boats missing their gill nets upgrade. finally that's outpost is staying down and the CDB is going back to work, it seems. So many musks going down. Oh no, the Falconets out of position. They're left hanging. Hopefully they can get some more kills. Yeah, that's a decent exchange. They've done enough. They've done enough. 75 vills now for Ezad. He does have Vet Husk, Cav Combat. No Cav HP yet. But actually now he's got like a Musk Husk timing. It's actually pretty devastating. That starts to go down. Enough skirmishers behind to do some decent damage to the Musketeers. Oh, can Ezad really make any more musks? He can't need to go into longbows now. What the fuck? What on earth? What? This is super... What is going on here? How is that possible? Jesus Christ! Make it stop! Make it stop! That's hacks. What the fuck's going on here? He's still shooting! What is going on? Look at it! The carrot! Oh, he's stopped now. Oh, that's some. I don't know what's happened there. That's just some weird line of sight glitch. But that caravel got way too much value than it should have. I'd be calling admins if I was Optimus. I'd be calling for the admins. Save the game. Get it reviewed. Crassier raid on the gold mine. That's going to get some dead vills. But he's losing quite a lot of CDBs. Top side, he hasn't got enough musks to really hold us back. So he's having to retreat from the middle lane to get to this position. Oh, see, they have found that the villagers have been found out. Crassius tramping on them. Villagers on the berries. Oh, this is a manic game as well, everywhere. I think at this point I should have realised I should have probably restarted the game before I casted this final one. I might just tick it along a little bit, but it does look a bit silly, doesn't it? Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll put it back to the smoothness. There you go. I gotta say, Skirm Musk just seems like a strong composition in general. Like it's a composition I don't use enough, but it seems to have come into favour more often. Oh, here come the Pirates of the Caribbean. Nice villager raid. Is that another town centre? It might be another town centre being built there by Optimus, but I got denied. With Crashhead's hoping for another villager raid somewhere down, but it looks like they're not going to find anything. This is just a savage gameplay from everywhere. Husk raiding a Musk, Husk on CDB. He's had 67 villagers. Optimus, he's on 39. He lost so many villagers on this fight down here. He's like starting to run out of steam in its sense, but the Privateers are finally doing some decent work. Okay, panic averted. Looks like Gill nets has been researched here from Ezad. Might try and work out if he's actually got long lines as well, but I think it's just rendering plant and gill nets. No long lines. Yeah, Optimus up to like 50 odd, so he's certainly down good 20 CDB. 5 goons coming out on top of these Vet Husk. I think these now, yeah, they still look like they're Cav Combat, no Cav HP. Don't think he's got an Arsenal yet. Don't think he can afford an Arsenal. To be fair, like I'm looking at Ezad's villagers, and most of them in the town centre and like in fishing boats. Actually, these privateers should be able to clean up this frigate. If the fishing boats get into dock, though, they should be able to defeat that. But altogether, privateers do a lot of damage. Optimus has a shipment nearly very. No, he hasn't. He's a long way from that shipment, to be fair. 35 CB, he's just losing a few more. The Musk raids continue to... And honestly, being on the mill is not good in its own sense. Finally sieging the docks down. Misha, the old broadside and attack a different boat. I think that's just DE, just like... That, I think that might be like, you broadside it, and because you haven't given it a command afterwards, it just says like, oh, I'll just attack wherever I feel like it. Optimus must have sent Cav attack. No, he hasn't got Cav attack on his deck yet. Having no training post really hurting French here, but I think it's just the emphasis on how long he stayed in the second age is like really hurting this age 3 shipment progression. Oh, Townsend's being thrown down the back on the wood line, just desperate to get more vills. Oh, but the eco here from Optimus is just completely stalled. But these privateers have somewhat cleaned up this entire fishing operation. I'm surprised Ezad's let it happen, really. Must have resources to train a second, to had trained a second frigate. He's sending the frigate now, but that won't be enough. He's already lost so many boats. Cav raids on the CDBs denying the town centre. That's so annoying, that is. That's so annoying. Musk's just running around trying to just find whatever they can. Let's look at his point of view. What can he see? So you can see the enemy coming in there. Sees a dot coming from Optimus. Apart from that, not much else. I think both players were really like playing really tight defensive play. Privilege is putting a lot of work on this southern side. Dock could come up just to garrison, but to be fair, most of the fish over here has been gathered anyway. So does Optimus even want to send in the boats down this deep? It might feel more safe just to leave them out in the whales, just ensure that nothing else passes mid-map. Town centre here from Optimus. That town centre is going back to be rebuilt. The thing is from Optimus is like, it's clearly not making any units here, it's just making pure vills, but yet he's kind of like relying on his army, which was decent size. But I think as soon as he loses the cures, he's just got nothing left. I always feel like when I like click and it's the same click that I would have done, it's like, oh my god, am I controlling the game? But that's not the case. Hussar's going in again, Hussar's going in again. Close the wall up. Close the door. Too soon? I might be too soon. Oh no. Okay, town centre does go up. There's some berries over here you can still gather, garrison and gather. I mean, to be fair, he could be just dropping a dock. Instead of like dropping like 3 TCs, he could be like dropping 2 docks and just spamming fishing boats from that. That could also work. He's guessing a church with the XP, I think. Cause I think he really wants to like take along and send in like 1k wood, maybe. Because he needs to eventually afford like another 3 mils, and the text to go with it. Okay, 2 frigates do certainly clean up. 1 being trained, 1 being shipped, and yeah, no way Optimus is allowed in the water now. Two cures going for the raid down to the south. Oh, there's just so much raid action in this game. And the thing is, this map is actually somewhat narrow. It's not as wide as you think. We have 2 cures going deep. There's so many more on the way. Skirm must. There's enough components here to actually clean up Brit's army. Okay, I think he sees the vills, he wants it, but actually realises he needs to take this fight. French looking to dominate this fight. He hasn't got team range infantry attack. It's a bit of a shame. That'd do so well for the musketeer and skirmisher competition where he's trying to go for. Optimus is like, shall I stay or shall I go with the raiding? Okay, Hussar's going top side. He needs to get on top of the longbows. He needs to try and do something to get on top of the longbows there. Right, it's 4 town centres. Oh, it's a 2 town centre cup. He's got 4 TCs max. It's basically just turned into like a regular supremacy game instead of anything special. But I do think 4 TCs is a bit too greedy. I have no idea how you can really afford any units as a result. How's he winning that fight as well? These 2 cuirassiers will just clean up the remaining longbows. They're that strong units and that tanky units. In it goes. There's the 1k wood. Mills have already been basically dropped. Garrison, that up and drop some more. What a game this has been. The fishing boats are coming out to play now that it's safe. Frigate going back line as well, just to stop any cheeky backdoor get onto the water play. come on. My game's just dying. Come on. It's not any faster. Fuck's sake. Oh. This game goes on for fucking ages. Well, I sped that through the next like 20 seconds. Oh. I should be in bed by now. I've been streaming for 5 hours. What on earth's going on? I was almost tempted to delay the files to another day. I was like, oh, I'll just do it. And like now I'm thinking, oh, I wish I never did. Meant to be gym tomorrow morning. Yeah, no chance of that happening now, is it? 1.05 feet per second on the mills. Kind of feels like a bit like deathmatch. Like everyone's like lost all their steam, and now it's just like low eco management. 49 vils for Optimus. That's at 54 vils. He's lost so many vils. He's at 32. He's actually training Barbary Corsairs here from the saloon because he got so much gold eco from the water. I've actually got the remainder of this rhubarb crumble to eat, which I might carry on actually. Yeah, I haven't really got much more to say about this game, to be honest. Go, 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 go. Chase him down, chase him down, chase him down. Shame that he's training Corsairs in there instead of anything else. Oh, gold mines down here are still working. How is a Brit player not really controlling this? He must know that there's gold down here. Yeah, he does see the two large gold mines, and he also sees this gold being worked on as well. Kind of starting to like these outposts here from the French player. Just trying to secure everything. The berries, the mines. Maybe not berries now, but he's got the mills and like the sustainable agriculture being researched. These was just getting out there now. Like, I've got this big 5k gold mine. I got this as well. Don't really be sat here working. He's actually got a he's getting some priests. Why is he? I mean, I suppose he can get some good value on them. Might take a while though to heal them up. Priests are quite slow. Cheers, I should probably just like leave the game here and just go brush my teeth instead and just like come back in like 20 minutes and see what's up. No, Jesus, I'm not going to say rhubarb 5 times in a row. Don't want like the rhubarb man just like spawn out some window. That'd be scary as. Has anyone got any advanced arsenal? Nope, no one's got an advanced arsenal card in deck. Nope. Bit of sieging, bit of longbows. There's no longbow siege card in Ezad's deck. It does have yeomanry though. 26 range. Yeah, I think you're right. I think the water eco here is just going to really help tie over. Yes. I think now he's got long lines as well, so he's finally got his fishing tax. Trade monopoly is enabled. Or it should be enabled, otherwise we're going to have some cheeky admin discussions. Oh, poor villager getting killed by the Barbary Corsairs. Super expensive raiders there, 200 coin a pop. I used to get control back from this gold mine though. Kind of feels like some artillery is what Ezad needs. The homies! Oh, finally we got some cool shit happening. Because I love how like they're so close to actually having to do their hand melee attack versus which just bypass their range. They're just destroying these vills. Does anyone understand what they're saying? Where do they keep finding these machetes? Like, if you keep finding machetes, then like, where are you finding your new weapons? I've no idea. Well, he's back up to 70 vills. He was like 40 for a long time. Optimus is at 67 vills, 67 CDB as well. Kind of looking at the numbers of vills, it really should be Optimus's game, I reckon. Not the priest. That man tanked a lot of arrows in his backside. Je ne pas bouger. You see, isn't that so much more elegant than like Lizzie the Pirate's death animation? Yeah, to be fair, these players played all these games in one day, so big session of AoE. Oh, my PC's so tired as well. It's just like, oh, do you want me to play this last game in slow motion? I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. Good night, Jesus. Yeah, I'm tired too, man. I'm tired too. I feel you. We can make it together. We can make it. We can make it to the end together. I believe in you. Night boys, night lion. Oh, all the boys bailing on me now. Where the home is? Let's see how she's going. She's not even aiming down the barrel. She's like hip firing. It's like, what a terrible shot! Look at that. Bam. These longbows are aiming down. Look at, they ain't aiming. She just has no care in the world. Absolutely no care. CDB's being pulled in. Obviously, these guys are having their blunderbuss. Fishing boat looking to the backside of the French Bay here. And we're still fighting over the same bit of land. The gold mine's still alive though. I think Optimus is essentially no estates. This is his last gold. I don't think he's basically prepared as a state transition yet. You know, Ezad's just like, it feels like he's spamming resources and spamming use, but he just hasn't quite got the economy, or he just hasn't quite got everything sorted yet. It's 140 pop for him. Optimus is down in population. Gracia is so strong. the Amazon Dahomes. 35 hand attack with a 1 speed reload. So many musks and skirms. More musks coming in. I need to make musks more as a French. That's one thing I never do. I need to do more of that. This game's kind of like opened my eyes. Like, yeah, just musks just add so much resilience to a composition. I think it's quite unique here in the French-British matchup, more particular. No one's got a single. Oh, it's actually getting a training post now. We just kind of stopped building it. But yeah, no one's got any nat attacks yet. In the Hussars go. Yeah, no, it's a good card then. It's kind of, because it feels like it's like a double card. I gotta say, I'm impressed that Optimus has gone from like 30 vills all the way up to like 80 again. That does take fair play. And he's actually secured this gold mine. Looking good here for Optimus. Well, is not even that great of a card, 30%. It's only 5% faster than Fish Market. In that sense. But yeah, no, it is good. Because there is like 5 whales in this map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Nice raid, but get caught by the Cruciers. Corsairs are waiting for the Cruciers to turn up. Okay, now we're making progress. Here's 10 Hussars. Longbow's working on the Musketeers. Cruciers out of the fight. Oh, there's another batch of them as well. It's starting to feel that Ezad's making progress now, actual progress. Where all of Optimus' score is like built into estate, mills, town centres. It's obviously the same here, but not to the same extent. Minutemen actually coming up for the Hussars. That's a nice little catch. Okay, Hussars topside getting a bit cleaned up. Where's the... Oh, is this the Barbary Corsairs getting cleaned up as well? Ah, that was his kind of like main anti-Crucier check. He's got another batch of Cav coming, I guess, but... Oh, Cruciers are so strong here. This game's going on and on. It's good to see. I gotta say, between these two players, like, these are the best two players in this tournament by far. They put on such a treat for us. Duke Leto, you've picked like a great time, but also a bad time. Like great time because it's like the final. We're in the finals of the tournament, but it's like 5th hour. I'm pretty tired. Want to go bed. I just want to give up and just close the stream, but the game's still going on. I got baited into this series, I think, by you guys. You're like, oh yes, let's cast it. I'm like, yeah, sure, let's do it. I'm like, oh, let's do it. Yeah, we're in the finals, Chris. We're in the finals. Yeah, because, you know, the final game is factually wrong. It's the final series, so I had to rephrase it and recorrect it. Oh, please don't tell me this has actually gone on for an hour and a half. I'll actually go back and check when this game started in real life. I'll actually do that now. I'm just curious now. This is just pissing me off. Wales versus CDP. I think Wales win that. Okay, it's 5:17. What's for? Well, actually, no, an hour ago we were in the other game, so this game hasn't been going for an hour in real time, but we're at least 47 minutes in. I think we're the best part, about 50 minutes real time in now. Let me close off the internet. I was going to maybe speed up a little bit. Oh, CDBs underneath the outpost are going to get killed. There's 15 in there. Oh, don't let him out. Come on, speed up. Oh, he's only got Cav HP, Cav combat. He doesn't have ranged cavalry caracol. To be fair, I don't think he's got an arsenal of any. Oh, he does have an arsenal for his longbows. Barbary Corsair's getting something here, I guess. Does actually have infantry breastplate for his Barbary Corsairs. Seem to be going for the fight. Somehow the game's just instantly sped up now. I have no idea how that's happened. Oh my god, I just realised Optimus is on a point, isn't he, Optimus? I have no idea what I just pressed. I think that's right. Yeah. So much food you go here from Optimus. He hasn't got the coin though. If he can't hold on to this gold mine, he's just got no coin eco. I mean, there's only 400 left. There's 11 CDBs trapped. He does have a second estate, but he really needs 4 estates, really, or maybe 5 estates. Like oh, kick-ass! I appreciate this. I appreciate you enjoying the game. It's been a great game to watch. Yeah, 40 minutes game time, about 51, 52 minutes real life game time. Well, real life time now. They're just trapped. It's like the siege of the Azeroth steel plants. Villagers are trapped beneath enemy lines. Oh. Ah, that's too soon. That is. Yeah, I thought I saw that priest was still alive. Oh, there's so many cuirassiers and musketeers. It's just an endless brawl of units. It's like low eco treaty. This is. It's like probably like the yeah. I suppose like treaties kind of fun to watch because there's a lot of stuff going on, but like here it's just like very nuanced, very micro, very just spamming all that, and like somehow Optimus has won this fight, and we go back again to the gold mine, and he has to regroup. So much food here for Optimus. Put some millers onto wood. I think this actually take like a lot of people are like, oh, if I got lots of fast income resources to carry on with it, but if you got so much more food, he just sold it off. He's going to the industrial age. Ezad's not going up. Ezad's got 107 villas. Oh, the thing is, he's spamming so much, but he can't like beat French's army or like the cuirassiers. But now his pop is quite low, isn't it? Optimus is only 120 pop. He's at 170 pop. 62 on the thing. Does have refrigeration and yeah, refrigeration and sustainable agriculture. So he's certainly got enough income here on the mills. 10 longbows, 15 goon batch coming behind. Does have ranged cavalry caracol now, so these musketeers are kind of not good anymore. How much resources and damage do CDBs make compared to their gathering rate? That's a very complex question. Shit, how I mean, yeah, they're more defensive than offensive units. In hand stack they do 13, which is like a Rodolero. In range stack they do 11, which is like a really strong Strelet, maybe. Maybe a. They're basically Courier des Bois are like Cree trackers. I think is the best way to think of them. They are Cree trackers, but without the multiplier versus heavy infantry. No, you don't. You're on Ezad's point of view, so he sees that the mine's still there, but it's gone. On Ezad, Optimus sees the mine here still, but it's gone. Good spot though. Ezad's only just clicked up. Optimus is up now. The thing is with Optimus, like, he hasn't got gold. He hasn't got enough gold for mechanism. He's got 1,000 gold here. That's an intensity B, so he's got 2 factories to send, no heavies. Going to go on Musketeers, that's nice. Actually, that's a nice upgrade because he's got basically all the food he needs to spam Musketeers. I think he should be like 3 racks here. Yeah, another layer of the wall coming in. Not actually walling up to the post, he should maybe come a bit deeper and try and get that one connected. Crashhair's going for a nice raid. There's the guard musks. Mid-map estate is a very classic play. He's actually already getting it, the age 4 upgraded of his estates, which is, you know, fair enough. But he hasn't actually quite got everything. The thing is, he just completed his batch of Crassiers, which kind of makes sense, but he just misses mechanism. So you know, these 2 factories will take ages to come in. He should get that shipment on this batch. Yeah, definite. Yeah, there it is. He's going to send in the factories. Oh, Clubman now being sent. Clubman a raid in. We got Nuka. Nuka hype. The guard musks are really strong to deal with. Kind of feels like he's having to go back to musketeers from longbows. There's a fort wagon. Oh, Ezad's up. I got a sound bug. I've got a sound bug. Nuke could just do no damage versus Cav. Dragoons are doing their best. Longbows are just tanking this, aren't they? They're just tanking. What's this? It's a battleship! Oh, he's got the battleship in his deck. Musketeers break their way through another state being thrown down by both players. Okay, Ezad's floating so much food now. Optimus is just low on all resources. Things like Ezad's point of view, like you can just spam like musks and all this stuff and Nuka. Just need to pull all those off and right click another thing. It's got 600 food and sheep chilling. Ready. Coals chilling. Will we get to an hour mark before the in-game time? I'm exhausted, mate. If they're exhausted, I'm super exhausted. No, he hasn't got a thingy, but he's only got 1 factory on just unupgraded gold. Crash is killing the champion clubman. I mean, they're just so bad versus cavalry clubman. They're not designed to kill cav. They're designed to siege stuff and be very tanky while doing it. It does have guard longbows, guard goons. Okay, he's just got basically guard everything. So I think he's starting to get himself into a stronger position. Are you not entertained? I'm thrilled to pieces with this game. So I'm very happy that I've partaken in this enterprise. But it's 20 past midnight, and I got work tomorrow. I'll go gym in the morning, I think, or something. I don't know. And if you've seen the uptime, we stream for 5.5 hours. I only usually stream for about 3 hours tops, or 2.5. Is that Nuka Chief? No, it's just leave the part. Wait, it must be Nuka Chief somewhere. If you go in Champion Club, Nuka Chief makes sense. Build limit 2 out of 2. Where are they? Where are they? Oh, he's been trained. 2 Nuka Chiefs. Oh, you get 2 from the 2 Nuka settlements. Oh, that makes sense. Oh god, look at these bad boys. 4 area attack as well. 38, 4 area, 2 multiplier. I used to remember these games, and Optimus is called GG. His estates have been knocked off. Ezad's pumping through with champion nukas. He's into the base. The game's been called. Ezad's won the series 3-1. We have a winner. Ezad's won the tournament. Well done, Ezad. I'm sorry, mate. I'm so tired. That was a great game, but I should have restarted my PC before this one. I didn't like. Maybe next time when somebody if it's a game like greater than 40 minutes, just like let me know if you know what I mean.